October Daily 2017. This is the first year that I did October Daily. And it's not up on my channel, and I thought I might have done a video on it or whatever, but I guess I didn't, or it got deleted or something. Anyway, so I thought I would show you guys what I ended up with, because I only have one child left at home, and last year she was 9 years old, and this year she's going to be 10. So I wish I had done this when the other kids were younger. I have pictures, and I could probably do one, but it won't be like a specific year. It'll be years. But I wanted to do something that was kind of not really spooky, but not really kitty either. So I had this paper, and I never knew what I was going to do with it until last year, and I thought it was cute. It says trick or treat. I put some glitter sparkle on here and on the windows. I made the crepe paper fringe stuff, which is pretty easy to do. Then I added some of the cheesecloth, but it's black. Some of the eyelash trim is on the side here. I made a little dangle with the ribbons that I had, and some of the eyelash trim right here, and I hooked it up to the top. And I got one of those snap binders from Simple Stories, and that's the front. And I used one of the felt bats flying over the kids. That's why they looked scared. And then on the side I put, because these come with the little nameplates, so it's 2017. This is some trim that I have, and you probably can't see it very well. It's Black Roses trim. Yeah, you can see it a little bit like that. And this is the back of it. I used this paper. It says Happy Halloween, and I put the black like sparkle stuff on the tree and around the bat right here. So is that on the back. So that's the back. Then I'll show you the front. I added I know what I'm looking at, but can't think of the name. A punch, spider punch, and some washi tape right here. I got in a swap, and then this says October 31st. And then in the very first page, I'll probably do it this year too, is that I put in here, let me open this up. I put in here, and it's probably going to be glary. This is October Daily Prompts, and I can't remember who did this, but I'll find it and I can put it in there. And it says at October Daily Prompt. That, so if I imagine if you put that in, you'll be able to know what it says. But it says what if you can't think of something that has 31 days of things you could do. And I thought that would be a good thing to put in the front cover. And then I put a calendar. I printed off a calendar for the inside. So, because there's certain things that go on through the month, and this is just a quick way to look at it to see when it's going on. Like, we did outside, we decorated outside on the 6th last year. She had her birthday is on the 19th, but it's always during the week, and kids are gone. It's hunting season here in Utah, so if she wants her friends to come, we have to do it a week before. So she had her party on the 14th, and then we started the countdown to Halloween on the 9th. I have a 25-day countdown, and I'll show that in a video too that we made. And then there was a haunted house on the 23rd, and there was some other stuff in here too, but I didn't write them down. But the first day, I just did one of these cards. And let's see if I can not get it to do that. But this is the countdown. This is the countdown thing that we made. And I don't know if I can get it to show you without the. There we go. And they have little boxes in them, so she can take out a treat or whatever I put in it every year. She can take one out until the end of the month. And then over here, we made a Halloween tree. It's a little one. It's made with a tomato cage. There's several videos online on how to do those little trees that you put outside your door with a tomato cage. And I just happened to make one for Halloween. It's black. I spray painted the green, the greenery, and then we decorated it with Halloween. And I have like a hat that we put on top. And then the mantle we decorated. So that's our decoration that we did. And then over here, October 1st, we're getting ready for October, putting the inside decor up. So that was the inside decor stuff that we were doing. And then the second one, this is one of my treat bags, and I think what I have in here is from the pumpkin patch. Up in, I believe it is Payson or Springville, I can't, no, Santaquin, Utah. It's called the Red Barn, and they sell homemade ice cream and a whole bunch of stuff. But they do a corn maze, a hayride, and they have games and stuff. And we went there that day on the 2nd. And actually, we probably went earlier than that, but I put it on the 2nd. But I've got the ticket, and they went through the corn maze, and there's a thing in here about that. So I put that in here. And then, yeah, we went to the Red Barn and went to the pumpkin patch, and they have a big field where you can pick your own pumpkin. So that page and this page go together because I wanted to have a lot of them. So this one's my hubby picking out the pumpkin for us, and then Ariel picking out her pumpkin. She couldn't even lift it. It was so heavy. It was too heavy for her, but that's the one she wanted. But I put those on 2 and 3. And then last year, I don't know if anybody's rock and roll fan or whatever, but Tom Petty had passed away, so I put that in here. Probably a gruesome thing, but I wanted to document it because I really like Tom Petty. And then this is kind of a sad thing. Tom Petty passed away, and then we had that shooting in Vegas with all those people at that concert that got killed. So that's down. There's a little ad about that right here. And another card that I could write something on it if I wanted to. And then this one is my grandson, and he got his first deer. He shot his first deer. He was so proud. So he wrote me, this is the text he wrote me about it. And he said he went up to the blind for a while and sat there waiting for a deer. A nice 3-point came in, and I was about to shoot it and decided not to. But then the 4-point came in, and I shot it. I couldn't see anything, but my dad said I hit it, and all I saw was the smoke from the gun. And my dad said that it went away, and it was limping away and using its left hind legs, and we found it under a tree with his antlers stuck. So he did get it. So he told me the little story about it. And this is me, my grandson, and his mom right here. And that's me and my grandson. So I thought that was special. He was so excited about that. And then this one, we started doing the outside, decorating the outside. And then I've got several cards here that I have little pictures of outside, what we did. And the outside, we decorated up by the stairs and so forth there. And then out front, out here, I have some like bark. There's nothing planted in there, but it's just bark, and I made it into a graveyard. So we did that. There's a close-up of it. And then this one, I made a shaker down here, which was kind of fun. I got to use my my tool there, that heat tool thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's right here. This thing. This thing. This thing is awesome. So I got to use it for the first time. Started it, and Ariel wanted to do her fingernails in Halloween, so we did that, and I think this is the 7th. She did her nails on the 7th. And then on the 8th, she never watched the Spooklia Square Pumpkin, the Square Pumpkin video. She'd never seen it, so we watched it. She wasn't a big fan. She didn't like it. She said it was mean. She didn't like it. And then we started the countdown calendar, and she can pull out something every day, so you see a better picture of it. So it's like a scrapbook. I made the box. Then inside the box I have a scrap 12 by 12 piece of paper that has this haunted house in it, and I put yellow glitter in there so it looks like it's glowing, and then I have a witch in the sky, and then a skeleton hanging by the tree right here. I got some moss down here with some bugs, and you can't see it really that well. When I get that all out, I'll do a video of it. And then there's a skeleton up here with some bugs and a sunflower. It says Happy Halloween. So we got that out on the 9th. Then the 10th we did her invitations so she could give them out at her school. And this one is messed up. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Yeah, put a spell on you. And then Fabulous and how beautiful. She wanted to do a Monster High kind of theme. This one is, we just went for a drive on the 11th, and I took a picture of, can't see it that well, this is a mountain up behind our house, and usually it turns all yellow up in here. You probably can't see it. Up here turns yellow. I like to take a picture of that every year, so we did that. And then this one, she got her flu shot. I'm pretty sure she got her flu shot on this day. That's why she has her shirt up like that. And this is what she made at school, and about her, what she does on Halloween. And we made some banana bread or zucchini bread, one or the other. Here's another bag to put little treats in. And then my granddaughter broke her collarbone on the 13th. And I believe that was Friday the 13th last year. Not sure, but she fell off. She was at her friend's house and they were swinging on a hammock, and she went backwards and landed on her collarbone. So she broke her collarbone. Took forever to heal too. Then on the 14th was Ariel's party. Here's a couple of pictures. Her with her cake and her friends in the pool. We went to the pool here. And there's a copy of her invitation. And then she got invited. Oh no, this one of her cards I put in here. It says, "Happy birthday," from one of her friends. Made that for her. And then on the 15th we're outside. There's a maple tree in town and stuff, and I'm from back east. I'm from New England, but I moved out here to Utah. But you don't see maple trees that often, so I went over to my mother-in-law's, and she has a maple tree, and I ended up heat setting this. So it's supposed to be in here. And I did a couple of those. The one was a maple tree, and this one's the aspens that are out here. And then she got her shot. And then we didn't really do anything on the 7th. I just put some pretty pictures in here. And then at school, they made a deal with the principal. If they did something, I can't remember what it is now. If they did something, I was going to write it all down, and I think I did somewhere. I just haven't put it in here yet. They were going to be able to tape him to the wall, and they did. They taped him to the wall. And they had him up on a little crate thing, and then as soon as they taped him up there, they took it away, so he's just hanging there. And then she went up, each of the kids had to go up and put a piece of tape on there. And this is Ariel. Somebody was going by her or something, frightened her. But that was fun. They did that on the 18th. And then she had got this from her brother for her birthday. And then his movies that were playing for October on the 19th, what was playing. They had Hocus Pocus, The Addams Family, Values, Addams Family, The Haunted Mansion, The Twilight Saga, Spooky Buddies. So there's some movies. And then on the 20th, there was some movies. Haunted Mansion, Addams Family, Hocus Pocus, Sleepy Hollow. And then there's my dog. He's just hanging out. And then Ariel had a friend over and they were dancing on the 21st. They were dancing in the living room. And then on the 22nd, some more movies. She did not like Matilda. We started watching it and she did not like it at all. She didn't like that one. And then this cute little tag was in some of my scrapbooking stuff. And I took her to her first haunted house, but we went during the day. And I let her go first because I knew that somebody was going to pop out somewhere. And this is what they used for the invitation thing they advertised with. I thought that was cool. That's not what the house looked like though. Kinda, but not really. And then here's some of the pictures from that. I put a zombie thing here. There's skeletons and hanging there. And there's a picture of her outside of the house. We went there on the 23rd. And we were going around the house. And they have one of these basements where you can walk down and it has those doors that flip up. Well, there was a girl down there and she climbed out and scared the daylights out of her. I didn't get a picture of it because it scared me too, and I wish I had, but she said she wanted to go back this year. She's not sure if she wants to go at nighttime though. And we had Vacation, and then some more movies, what was on those days. I started putting the movies in here. She had her tooth ended up. She'd been playing with her teeth, and she ended up getting them infected because she was eating corn or whatever and picking at the gums. So she ended up on an antibiotic and had to go to the dentist just before Halloween. What a horrible thing. And then here she went to, they had a thing that the library hosted last year. So she went to it and they did a bunch of games and they could learn about different stuff. So she did that. Yeah, this is it. Thursday, lights on after school. They did some stories, games, and so forth. They did that. Another little pumpkin. And then our church had a Halloween party on the 27th. This is what she dressed up as. And look and see right there. And then we watched Addams Family. Put that in there. And there's her walking the kids. They were doing the play the music, and then you stop on one of the numbers, and then you get a prize or whatever. We did that. That was the 27th. And then we made pumpkin carvings here. And then she had a friend over, and then we made cupcakes, Halloween cupcakes, because we did a little party for her. We're getting ready for a little party for her. And then Addams Family, some more pictures I wanted to put in here. Then a little thing I could write on here. And then some more movies here. This is the 29th. I got pictures of the pets. My cat caught her mouse and she brought it up on the porch to eat it. And I thought I'd take a picture of it there. And then she's really cute right here. I thought it was so cute. She's sitting on the porch with all the stuff I put out there, and it says haunted house, sign, spooky street, and all that. And she's just the way she's sitting there. It was so cute. And then my dogs and the cat all together right here. And then we had to dress up the dogs. There's Bear. He's got that top hat on. There's Belle. She's got a skeleton, a girly skeleton on. That's my girl dog. And then she went to the dentist. And then there's the little wreath I made last year. It has the skeleton on it and everything I put on the door. And then on Halloween, There's probably a few pictures in here. There she is, right there. Trick or treat. These are my grandkids right here. And it looked good for my granddaughter because she broke her collarbone, so her arm was in a sling. So she was a spooky something. And then Ariel at somebody's house getting some treats. There's all her candy that she got. All her candy that she got. And then her going to the houses. There were some cute houses on where we go. And then her class picture I put on here. And then there she is standing in line. And then it was spooky when you walked in the front doors at the school. I took a picture of that. That was fun. And then my son sent me this picture from back east. And I thought it was so cool that it looked like that. Looked kind of creepy, so I added it for the 31st of October. So that's my October daily. It was a lot of fun to do, and I was in a swap. I was in a couple swaps, but I received one. It was way fun. I think I might do it again this year. I'm not sure. But there's the October daily. I'm glad to share it with you, and I'll be back with some more books that I've done.